All right, guys, we have it. A bomb has just been dropped on the MyForexFunds situation. We officially have the CFTC's charges here. This is the Commodities Futures Trading Commission. Let me just start out by saying I am by no means a legal expert or a professional when it comes to MyForexFunds. I am simply just reporting what I'm finding here on this as I've been focused on it pretty closely this day. As you can imagine, my DMs are full of stuff. The CFTC charges MyForexFunds with fraudulently taking over $300 million from customers hoping to become professional traders. So we just had this dropped on us. The Commodities Futures Trading Commission today announced it filed a complaint in the U.S. District Court for the District of New Jersey against this person, I'm not sure how to say their name, formerly of Phillipsburg, New Jersey, and his company's Traders Global Incorporated, a New Jersey corporation, and Traders Global Group Incorporated, Canadian business organization, all doing business as MyForexFunds. The complaint charges them with fraudulently soliciting customers to trade leveraged, margined, or financed retail foreign exchange and leveraged retail commodity transactions. If you saw my video earlier, this is exactly what I was discussing. The CFTC and the Canadian regulators, they have very strict rules on what U.S. people or Canadian people can and cannot trade and what leverage they can have access to. Anything that crosses over, again, is going to be a very, very gray area for, again, the CFTC, etc. Let's keep going. On August 29th, U.S. District Court Judge Robert B. Kugler signed a statutory restraining order freezing the defendants' assets, requiring the defendants to submit their books and records to examination by the CFTC and appointing a temporary receiver. In its continuing litigation, the CFTC seeks restitution to defrauded investors. Wow. Okay. Civil monetary penalties, permanent trading and registration bans, and a permanent injunction against further violations of the Commodity Exchange Act. The CFTC's case against the MyForexFunds defendants is emblematic of our commitment to stamping out retail fraud in our markets, said Director of Enforcement Ian McGinley. Anyone offering or entering into leveraged retail Forex contracts without registration or offering or entering into leveraged retail commodity contracts off exchange is acting in clear violation of the law. Again, you do not want to, if you're MyForexFunds or any prop firm, this is a nightmare of a report to come at you, basically accusing you of, you saw the quote, right? Basically kind of that area of acting as a brokerage that offers leveraged products when, again, there are some very strict legalities there. Case background. According to the complaint, the defendants doing business as MyForexFunds supposedly offered retail customers the opportunity to become professional traders by using Traders Global's money to trade against third-party liquidity providers and share in any trading profits. They assured customers that your success is our business, quote, and we only make money when you do. But in reality, Traders Global, not a third-party liquidity provider, quote unquote, is the counterparty to substantially all customers' trades. So again, what was offered is, at least allegedly here by the CFTC, was not factual. Now, stick around with me because this thing just gets more and more crazy as we go. The complaint also alleges that Traders Global actively minimized the likelihood that customers trade profitably by using pretexts to terminate customer accounts, misleadingly assessing commissions that reduce customers' account equity, secretly using specialized software to cause customer orders to be executed at worse prices than appeared to the customer at the time an order was sent, and handicapping the extremely small number of successful customers to decrease customer profits and increase customer losses. Oh my gosh. What this just said is that essentially they are alleging that this MyForexFunds was actively using some sort of software or algorithm here to work against their customers. And this, my friends, is why prop firms are under fire right now, or very, very much, there's a lot of fear going around, because if such this thing, MyForexFunds has like a 4.9 out of 5 at the time of recording this on Trustpilot. This is a very big name in the space, and we've just uncovered at least what the CFTC's research has found while freezing all the assets and seizing everything, or looking at everything. They found supposedly, allegedly, that there's an algorithm or a software here involved that is actively making sure that traders are less profitable on their platform. This is not something that a consumer, a user of their product could possibly know from the outside. This is like a black box kind of thing. And so that is a bomb dropper right here. This is really crazy stuff, guys, to see kind of coming to light some of these things that, we've been talking about on the channel. And, if I sound excited, I'm not excited because I know that, this situation is terrible for people who have been impacted or victimized by this company or, the countless others that are very likely doing something of this nature. Again, it's a closed door kind of industry, and that's why the prop space is under a lot of scrutiny by, again, the CFTC. And this is not the only one. I said this earlier today in my previous video. This is likely the first of several prop firms to get kind of attacked. This is not isolated to MyForexFunds, and this will be, again, catching the attention of regulators. It is now on their radar clearly. As the complaint noted, we'll keep going, the Traders Global pitch has been successful, and more than 135,000 customers have signed up for their trading program since November. 135,000 customers since November 2021. Paying at least $310 million in fees. The complaint alleges, I assume this is the CEO, used proceeds from the fraud to purchase luxury homes and automobiles and make tens of millions of dollars in transfers to his personal accounts. So again, if you think prop firms, when they are showcasing, paying out a user $5,000 or $10,000 to an influencer, that sort of thing, be very careful, because look at these numbers, guys. $310 million. I mean, that is crazy, especially when they're actively, supposedly or allegedly working against clients. This is crazy, right? To have, some sort of algorithm involved, specialized software here is what they're saying, to cause customer orders to be executed at worse prices. I mean, this is crazy. I mean, I know so many people who are using this firm and the, such a highly sought after name, using an algorithm to cheat people, supposedly, allegedly. Again, I keep using that word because I don't know any more than what I'm just reading and reacting to here. But guys, that is terrifying to think that if this huge firm is doing that, how many others are doing the exact same thing and just have not yet been caught? If you think a different prop firm is different, be very, very careful. This is crazy to see. In a separate action on August 29th, the Ontario Securities Commission issued a temporary cease trade order that includes a prohibition against all trading in any securities by Traders Global Group Incorporated, and I assume, again, the CEO. I'm just assuming. I'm not entirely sure. I just imagine he's the owner. The CFTC appreciates the assistance of the Ontario Securities Commission. So they're working together. This is clearly a big takedown, and it has to be in order for $310 million. That's what's catching the attention of regulators here. Oh my goodness, guys, that is a bomb dropper of an announcement. And where do we go from here? Well, I think this is going to call into question just what is going on behind closed doors with props. And I've been very vocal. I know this video came across probably very critical of the space, but I'm hoping that this is a warning to people. This stuff is real. This stuff is scary. They're silently, if this is, to be the case, if they're actually using software against their clients, how many other firms are doing that? And how many other firms are actively making sure secretly that their traders are not going to make money? Because again, it means that they have to pay them out of their own pockets. This is real stuff. When you get the CFTC knocking on your door, that is not what you want to happen if you are in some sort of, financial space at all, right? That is the worst case scenario. You do not want these guys looking at you under scrutiny like this, because if you're doing something that is clearly, fraud or illegal, if this is actually to be the case, that is some serious stuff. And again, my point with making this is it's not about MyForexFunds, because again, there's more details to this certainly that will come out over time, and I'll try and cover that. So if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. My goal here is to just kind of report the stuff as it comes out the best I can. But I do not think that this is an isolated, oh, it's only that firm, right? So I know people are going to say, well, which ones can we trust? The answer is I don't know. Until you get a regulatory oversight that kind of says, hey, this looks reasonable, I don't know which prop firms are really worth trusting outside of simply making a judgment call off of your own opinion and off of your own experience. But again, many people thought highly of MyForexFunds, and obviously that is going to be called into question with this court order basically potentially alleging that they were using active management against their own clients. Now, when prop firms try and say, we're looking for talent, we're looking for great traders to trade for us, this should be sent directly to them. Just be very careful. Do those sort of firms exist? Sure, but the profitable ones are cheating their clients. At least that is the idea here, that it seems to be the case according to the charges here from the CFTC. What a wild report to read here today, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope this was insightful to you in some way, give you some clarity. But again, if you are a victim of the MyForexFunds situation, I don't have any, obviously I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what the court situation is going to be. But most likely it will be a legal battle from here. And I don't see it ending well, and I don't see it ending soon either. So my thoughts and my hopes to people who are involved with this. I know a lot of people personally that have been impacted by this in a negative way. And so I am by no means excited about this. I'm no means, I'm just trying to do my best to cover this for you guys. If you enjoy my stuff, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.